Yo, what's up everyone? Bren here, and we're playing Anti-Mage in this game. Now, just to start, I want you guys to look at the enemy team's draft. You'll notice that they're very limited on the amount of disables they have. They have some control with Clockwork's ult and cogs, but we can just blink out of cogs. They have Pudge Hook and ult, but we're playing a very mobile hero, so it's going to be hard for Pudge to even land a hook on us in the first place. And they have Slark Pounce, which, once again, we can just blink out of. And for the two remaining heroes, Sniper and Dazzle, they don't have any real control. And AM is very good at closing the gap, which means he's generally a pretty good hero against Sniper. And yeah, so we basically have a god pick this game, guys. Another good hero in this situation would be something like a PL, but, you know, I went for the AM pick. I think this game I had absolute last pick, so I was the last one to pick, the 10th pick in the game, and yeah, I just counterpicked as hard as I can. And I'm bringing this up, guys, because counterpicking in Dota right now is such a big part of the game because of the way that the in-game economy works right now. Now right here, skilled mana burn, and we got a really good bounce right there. It bounces to the creeps and then bounce back to clock. And right here, just holding a neutral spot in case he goes right or left. He decides to go right, and we're just going to be running him down. Pop salve, but we have a good position, and he's stuck. Now, if you're Witch Doctor there, you shouldn't be using your stun until he starts gaining distance, because if he's stuck and you're using your cast, there's really no reason. It doesn't really accomplish anything. The only reason you'd want to be using cast there is if he's doing like a lot of damage and you're low on HP. So save your disables until they start gaining distance. And I'm going to be picking up a Cooling Blade, as well as putting boots into my quick buy. Right here, just A-clicking on the enemy heroes whenever possible, just to bring them closer. Nice cogs by the clock actually. Drains my mana and secures the archer. So once again, I'm A-clicking, getting the creeps closer to my side of the lane. And what does that mean? That means that when Dazzle goes for auto attacks, he's more likely to aggro. Gets a little too close. We have Maledict on him. I have my blink. Just gonna blink on him. Get the last hit. Nothing too insane. Nothing out of the ordinary. No. They do have a lot of creeps, so this is not a fight that we want to be taking. Just gonna be running back. And we still have a Mango as well as 3 more Tangos, so we have more than enough regen. Standing over here because I want to make sure I get these archers. I have a very healthy amount of HP, to be honest, that I can play around, so I can just kind of man up. Dazzle dies again. Right here. I'm not too worried about dying. I can get a few more auto attacks in. I'm doing a little bit of blocking there, but what I should have done is just auto attacked him. I could have tanked one more auto from clock. I attacked him and then backed off. So a slight miscalculation. Could have played that a little bit more clean, and we probably, well, we most definitely would have gotten the clock there. And we have a skip, just because they were both out of lane. And Dazzle goes for the Q on us. Picked up a salve, as well as got my Ring of Health. So we do have a lot of sustain. Just gonna blink before the cast even lands. Just preemptively get as much damage as I can. Now, Clockwork's Q is being kind of blocked by my own creeps. I could have gotten a little bit more damage in there. Probably 2 more last hits, or 2 more autos onto the clock. Maybe even 3. There's no reason for me to back off there. Now, I had a salve. I had more than 200 HP. I wasn't at risk. Dazzle just comes back and he gets stunned again. This Witch Doctor is getting some very lucky bounces. I will say that much. And we're just going to be farming. Now the lane is pushing. We have 3 archers. Just going to be auto attacking the creeps down, as well as the clock. But Sniper comes out of nowhere. Gotta blink away, guys. Oh, the bounces. Obviously there was no creeps there, but Cask is really just putting in a lot of work. Unfortunate for the Sniper. Gets ran down by the Spirit Breaker. Another hard counter. So not a very good game for the sniper in terms of the draft. And we're both low, so we're just gonna go Shrine up, go sustain, and at this point in the game, basically when you're playing a safe laner, your ideal game is going to be shoving in the wave, and then killing neutral camps and doing jungle rotations in between pushing the wave in. But because there's a dual lane against us, that game plan, the game plan has to shift when you're playing a 2v2 in the lane. When you're playing a 2v2 in the lane, it's more about attrition. It's more about denying and going for kills and just making better trades. And just like right there, we got a lot of damage in onto Dazzle. We didn't kill him, but we got enough damage in to the point where he either has to go back or maybe he has to go use the shrine or whatever. But he's actually sticking around, even on quite a low amount of HP, which is going to be definitely very risky against a cask. One cask on him with my blink and he's pretty much dead. So I pinged him there. Another good bounce. There was a catapult as well as 2 creeps and it just happened to bounce him. So this guy, I don't know if they changed cask honestly to prioritize heroes, but he's getting really good bounces in. Just gonna blink forward. Not gonna over blink because all I need is 1 hit. Oh, the Dazzle, and we just die. He just shadow waves us. I mean, that's definitely a mistake. See that? Almost 800 gold to the Dazzle. It's only 7 minutes in. That's such a huge gold swing. And kind of just contemplating. I'm just gonna buy a ward. It's not like I'm mad at Witch Doctor or anything. It's just I want to buy it. I know that I'm gonna be able to place it very well. Usually. We're back in lane. And as you can see, I'm kind of just balancing the wave out at this point. I want to do jungle rotations. It's gonna be difficult though when they're both in the lane. As I've said, a 2v2 changes the lane dynamics. He pops his Q when I get in range. It's kind of peculiar. I just walk over here. I know I'm not at risk of dying. I have enough distance on them that I can just place the ward. Now, the bad thing is I did place the ward with them most likely having vision of me. So if they go for a sentry, it's just going to be a very easy D-ward. And with the creeps on me, I know that there's neutrals near me, so I can just kind of use them to farm the camp a little bit faster. Just balancing the creeps. He had a mana pot on him, so I just blinked forward. No reason not to. Just gonna go for the ulti. So it definitely seems like he doesn't have shallow grave yet. That is definitely good for us. And we just got the Witch Doctor heal up. I actually really like Witch Doctor's skill build in this game. It's actually working out very well. Just killing the catapult. There's going to be a wave pushing towards us because they have double archer. So I don't even really want to be fighting that much right here. I want to prioritize just farming, but Witch Doctor is actually putting in work. He's playing very well, to be honest. Pretty damn good. Like in this situation, you see I'm just auto attacking the creeps. I want to try and farm. Yeah, I want to try and power farm. But there's just so much fighting in the lane that it's difficult to do so. They glyph the creeps, which is also another annoyance, another hindrance, because we can't damage the creeps when glyph is up. Casually missing last hits, 10 minutes into the game. And there we go. Got another wave. I want to kill this wave before I do more rotations, or jungle rotations. If I go for jungle rotations right now, I'm going to be missing lane creeps. And you want to prioritize lane creeps over jungling. You want to make sure that the lane is clear before you head to the jungle. See, clear the lane. Now I'm coming over to the jungle. Not going to be picking up the bounty rune right away because it's going to be on the way to the easy camp after I kill this hard camp, but Witch Doctor gets it anyways. Just using my blink, no reason not to. I have enough mana. I also have a wand. Picked up a wand this game. Don't usually go wand, but when when you're in a 2v2 situation, it's one of the best items to have, for real. So I definitely would recommend it, even if you're playing a hero like AM who doesn't benefit that much from having the mana component of the wand. But I mean, actually, in this game, the mana component's actually really nice because of Clockwork's mana drain. Just doing some blocking, so maybe the Death Ward gets more damage in, but I didn't need to block there anyways because he was already out of range. The only thing attacking him from the Death Ward were the projectiles that had already came out. Missed a catapult. Unfortunate. And we have 2.5k gold. So I want to go... Ideally, we want to go get the large component of the Battle Fury right now. So we're just shoving in the lane. The heal from Dazzle is very annoying. I don't want to take too much damage. Buying 2 TPs. I always like to have 2. I'm putting Battle Fury into the quick buy. Let's see. We can go over here, cut the tree, get close, and just blink. There we go. And we can just continue to farm. So we're kind of low right now, but as I've said before, they don't have any real disables, so we can play very we can get away with a lot in this game, in this lane, that we normally wouldn't be able to if they even just had a singular stun. And as I said, usually you do want to be prioritizing lane creeps, but because I am so low on HP, and due to the fact that it's pushing into me naturally anyways, there's no reason to go and contest the lane. You know, they were shoving, meaning that the creeps weren't dying. I mean, not that many were dying, so we still get the majority of the creeps in the wave. I think we missed like 1 melee or whatever right there. And right here we are very low on HP. I casted my blink. I cancelled it because it was a bad idea. That might have been my death right there. The Clockwork ulti landed. Now we have a heal on us. We have level 1 magic armor. Our hero's really good against Clockwork. Now we can start shoving. Got the heal on us as well, keeping the creeps topped off. And I can go pick up the mana ring. This guy's charged. He's 100% dead. I should have just casted my ulti sooner. Doesn't really matter, it's not a big deal. Ideally I wanted to save it, but he gained distance, so just gonna cast it. Why not? Ooh, okay. So we saw the hook. We know Pudge is down here now. I mean, he ults us, but that cast, once again, I mean, he gets to deny as well, so it's not the end of the world. So I do have enough to buy Battle Fury. Sark is down here. You know, you saw me just kind of like jitter there with my hero, just in case he tried to go for the pounce. If he landed a pounce on me there with 200 HP, there's actually a very good chance he kills me. So, just playing around that a little bit. Just blinking. Even though we're low on HP, we're not at risk of dying. And we can just continue to farm neutrals. I will say this. With the removal of Poor Man's Shield, you're very low on HP a lot of the times. Whenever you're doing jungle rotations. So maybe it would be worth it to... maybe it would be worth it to get like a casual Bassi. Just to give you some armor. Or maybe a Wraith Band. I'm not sure. I have to think about it. But the removal of Poor Man's Shield is definitely noticeable. I backed off there. I could have, you know, taken the kill. But, you know, Witch Doctor's putting in work. So I just back off. Just give him a few hits. Back off and let Witch Doctor take it. He gives me the thanks. Keeping his morale up. Putting my Manta into the quick buy. I like how I'm not even looking at the battle, but you can hear it just so well. I'll blink on top of this. I get the kill. You could argue that I should have been here a little bit sooner, but Ooh, that was really close, actually. Actually, I'm not sure, because I guess the Dazzle's Q was on us, so we probably needed like maybe like 80 HP after the ulti hit, and one sniper ulti hit. We were down to like 20, so I guess it wasn't that close, but it's not the end of the world. It's not too bad. It's not too big of a deal. Got the charge on the sniper. Oh, sniper's very underfarmed. My God, he only has boots and Aquila. No bashes. Doesn't have ulti up, but you can just run him down with the Oov. Okay, so there's the trade on the supports. And this is a nice juicy wave, so we definitely want to be clearing this. Shadow Fiend is putting in work. He's doing really well. Missed a catapult. I'm honestly not even sure how to kill catapults anymore since I've come back. It's in terms of like them being under the tower. It's very strange. I'm not sure if there's like more randomness to it or something. I really don't know. Gonna have to go into like a practice game and figure it out. Let's put a ward up. Now that might have been a bad ward because I am pretty sure that right before I died, yeah, there was a sentry up there. So, misplay. I knew that there was a sentry up there for the death. Just wasn't paying attention. Just gonna blink out. Oh, so close. A death there would have been costly. It wouldn't have been the end of the game, of course. We still have the god pick, but it would have been annoying. And so it kills us. So we have a lot of bad deaths. Honestly, all three of our deaths have been very foolish. One of them was to Dazzle's heal. Second one was because we were just in a situation we shouldn't have been in. And the third one was because we were just saving our blink for no reason and we get caught out by a Slark. But, you know, you make mistakes and you learn. There's battle going on. And right here, like, just the fact that they just killed 4 of us, that's a massive golden EXP swing, guys. If I had the gold graph, I'd show it. But I'm telling you for a fact that it was absolutely massive. It might have even cut our lead in half. Just like that. Oh, I have the really good setup here right now, though. I have my Yasha, I have my Battle Fury, and it's time to just power farm in this game. Haven't really had the best farm. Don't really have the highest CS, the creep score, just because of how much fighting there's been. Just because it's been a 2v2 lane. But it is definitely time to try and power farm. So we went to the lane, pushed it out. We could have maybe pushed out the second wave as well. But playing it very safe. Just push out one wave and then we go for the jungle rotation. Okay, see the Dazzle. Lesh lands is stunned there. Yeah, Shallow Grave, but even if he starts TP, I can salty. Just gonna ulti him. And wow, okay, so Clockwork was actually in range as well. So he took a lot of damage from that nuke. Just backing up. Gonna blink forward on him. Just do a little bit of a block. And that Slark is most definitely dead. I die again. And you see, every time I'm dying, I'm giving up like 700 gold. This is really bad. This is why you do not want to die in the current version of Dota. You know, I'm the highest net worth in the game, probably. Highest net worth on my team. Shadow Fiend might actually be higher, but just giving up a lot of gold. Compare me giving up almost 800 gold to Sniper giving up less than 200, you know? Like, I'm giving up 4 times as much as like enemy heroes right now. So deaths are definitely really bad. Arguable charge. He might have been able to get away if he charged the creeps down, but maybe. Okay, Shadow Fiend's actually huge. He has travels, he has Shadow Blade, and he has an Ag, so he might. Yeah, he's definitely the highest net worth by a little bit. He's a little bit ahead of me. He just he got heal bombed. Damn, that hurt. But we're still working on our Manta. If we were able to negate those last 2 deaths, there's a chance we already have our Manta by now. Okay, I buy a Sentry now. Buy a Sentry, D-Ward. I have this ward, but I'm not entirely sure where to put it. I don't want to put it in the same spot because it's already been de-warded. I'm just going to place it here. It's not too bad. I can just auto-attack this guy. He's incredibly underfarmed. I mean, not much to even say there, guys. He didn't even try to kite or anything. He just manned up, thinking that the shrine was enough. Okay, so we have Shadow Poison on us on top of Dazzle. So we are ticking pretty hard. And then we just eat a flare. We eat a rocket. So we're pretty low. And I'm pinging Slark is missing because I know that he has a Shadow Blade. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna play greedy. I already died to him once in a bad way. So I'm just gonna move out. Alright, so we see him top. That means, I was going to go top to near the top part of the map to start jungling. But since I saw Slark, I was like, okay, so I can play around in my jungle a little bit. As long as I'm being a little bit safe and as long as I'm being aware, I shouldn't really be too worried about dying. Now, doing this is risky though, because I did see him top. But if I have like 500 HP, I don't think he can kill me, unless he catches me like right after I blink, because I should be able to tank a little bit of damage, and then just blink away. And, we're continuing to regen. At this point, there's no way he kills us. See the Dazzle on the mini map. Just waiting for my team. No reason to engage yet. If I blinked on Dazzle right there, there would have been a really quick pudge ult. And look how low I am. If I blinked there right away, I probably would have died. So I was just kind of playing around, scoping out the situation. And let my team get a little bit closer beforehand. Need to be by the Witch Doctor more. Just gonna blink on him. Just gonna move command on him. Let him heal me up, sustain. That is a tanky pudge. How is he level? He's level 17. My god. Okay. There's the Slark. I'm gonna blink on him to help Witch Doctor out. I want this sniper. I have Yasha, and I have a massive level lead, so I can just run him down really easily. Don't need any disables. He's so underfarmed. Oof. His Dark Pact just barely, like the last tick of his Dark Pact, cleared the Spirit Breaker out. Pretty unfortunate. Get some good bashes there. I want to go for this pudge, but he goes ethereal. I'm taking a lot of damage. Oh my god. Too much damage. And what do we want to do now? We're low on HP, but we know that Slark has to heal. Or he doesn't have to heal because of his ulti. He was just invis. Yeah, we should be fine. Okay. Just because he chunked us, we have to back off. We don't want to man up on a Slark right now. Just let ourselves sustain up from the Battle Fury and continue to farm. Okay. So I just need to send the courier back to get the recipe. Kind of a mistake to send it out before even getting the recipe. We're continuing our farming. Going from camp to camp, blinking as efficiently as possible. Now my blinks aren't super efficient just because like I said, I'm not practiced, just getting back into the game. But ideally you want to be blinking as soon as your blink comes off cooldown. You see, now I'm doing it. I'm spam clicking W before it even comes up, just so that right when it comes up, I'm getting the blink off. Just so I'm getting as much distance as possible. Covering as much ground as possible. You don't want to be like blinking like a second after it comes up. You want to be blinking the moment that it comes up, unless you have like some reasoning. Do not want to blink on that. I can tank a little bit here. I had 500 HP, pretty tanky. Max magic shield, so Clockwork's Q and Sniper's shrapnel and all, not doing too much damage. Not the real Pudge, but might as well clear the illusion out. Want to go bot to push this wave in. Yeah, like even right there, my blink was delayed by like a second. It doesn't really matter that much, but it can be a big deal. It can be the difference between like having like 30 more GPM, for example. Maybe not 30. Yeah, probably about 30 GPM. Maybe even more, you know. And you're getting less. You're getting out your items a little bit slower. That means that your acceleration of your GPM is less, and you're like getting like less kills if you have like delays in your blinks all the time. So try and blink as fast as possible. See, kind of hesitant. Sending my man to go clear the next wave. It's about to spawn. It should be able to clear the wave unless there is a hero very close nearby, which there is, just because they're kind of just stuck in their base. But yeah, then the heal comes in. Can't get any creeps. Unfortunate, but still, might as well go for it. Might as well try. And this game, I'm just gonna go for Butterfly. Like I've said a lot, they don't have many disables. I'm a very hard target for them to kill, so I just want to go for the damage. I want to go for the extra mobility that it gives with its active. I have Manta. Need to pop Manta, cause confusion, blink away. Very good item. And I actually am very close to having my my Butterfly. And right there, we don't TP back to base. We don't run back to base. None of that. If the shrine is up, we just TP to the shrine. We continue our farming, trying to be as efficient as possible. Clear the medium cap before it respawns, and we just blink right back to it. Get the Eagle Song, replace it with the shield. Cut the tree. Just increase the chance. Increase the chance that we manage to get that blink off. And we're just farming. More delay in our blink. Just trying to become a better player again. I know that there's a wave top. Just gonna cut it perfectly. Like I said in previous videos, you wanna try and memorize where the creeps are based on spawn timings. It's a pretty big deal, honestly. It'll really increase your efficiency. Just doing more clears. Can't kill the shrines yet until you get the 1 tier 3 down. So we're just continuing to farm, continuing to just further our lead. We're not going for like some stupid high ground push right now. There's no reason to. We're just going to keep accruing a bigger and bigger lead. And we almost have the Butterfly. Continuing to farm. More hesitation on our blinks. Well, not hesitations, just rather slow blinks. Not blinking right there because we want the blink up to be. We want the blink up just so we can go from the medium to the hard camp. So we're clearing everything that we can. And we have our Butterfly on the courier, I think. Yep, okay. So we're bringing the Butterfly out. Team's fighting bottom, but not a big deal. Not going to worry about it. A lot of players at this rating, you know, this. I didn't even mention this, but this is the Smurf account. Still, we're just going on. We're doing the climb. A lot of people will just rush to every fight. They see their team fighting. They see the enemy team fighting, and they'll just rush to the fight. They'll rush to the battle. There's no reason to. Okay, so I see, you know, it's 30 seconds. I can use my Manta to clear this wave in the mid lane. And then I can use my own hero, to clear top wave. We're being efficient. No reason to just always have our Manta on cooldown, or off cooldown. You want to be using it as much as possible. Of course, you do have to be balancing your mana management, which is why I got a clarity. And I'm going to go for a Scotty, guys. Now, as of pretty recent, well, I'm not entirely sure. It's recent for me. Scotty now works with your mana burn. And I really just like the stats it gives. It buffs the shit out of your illusions even more. You know, I already have the butterfly. My illusions are going to be insanely strong. They don't have any good way to clear them. And it just gives you more stats. It gives you even more mana to just spam your blink. To spam even more of your Manta. But you can go for like a basher here if you wanted to. Go for whatever you want. Clockwork goes on us. I'm not really worried. Like, I just want to clear the creeps. He has an Orchid, but we're AM, so we don't take that much magic damage. You know, it's a good attempt, but I would say even if you're playing Slark against an AM or a blinking hero, you don't want to go Orchid. It just isn't, in my opinion, a very good item a lot of the times. You know, a better item for him to go would have been like a Basher or something. Something that's going to scale better. Go for an Abyssal Blade. In my opinion. Even right there, I could have just manned up on Clockwork. No reason to be backing off against him. You know, we have the Mantle, we have the Butterfly, we have enough stats that we're not at risk. So no reason to be playing like that. Just shoving in mid. Still trying to be efficient. Just gonna auto attack him. I mean, what is he gonna do? See, we're evading a lot of his attacks. His Orchid did very little damage. His Dark Pact does very little damage because of Magic Shield. We're just farming. Haven't been using Flutter that much, but definitely something I should be using more. And now we're really low on mana. So when I brought out that one clarity, I probably should have brought out like 3, probably even 4. I would still be maybe topped off. Not sure. I wouldn't be topped off, but I would have a lot more mana than I have right now. So right now I'm kind of limited on my blinking abilities. Can't even use my Manta, which is a big deal, guys. Like, you do want to be using your Manta as much as possible. Now, I do get the Illusion Rune. And right here, I'm going to pick up the Scotty. I'm sending 1 Illusion mid and 1 Illusion top. Just like in the PL game that I did a few days ago. Or yesterday. Yeah. I talked about how you want to be using your illusions. You want to be using them effectively. Send 1 to each lane. And micro them. Don't just let them die. Don't just A-click them into the enemy base. You know, I'm killing Roche. I don't need to be looking at my main hero right now. He's not at risk of dying. Just have my illusion in the tree line. I don't even pick up the Aegis. I should have, but I honestly forgot to drop. I forgot to drop the wand, and I shift clicked it and then just moved, and then just me microing my illusions just wasn't paying attention fully. But it's not a big deal. Witch Doctor has the Aegis. Okay. No, we have Orchid on us. We're taking a lot of magic damage, but we had the Glimmer Cape. We have our magic armor, so we're just not taking that much damage, honestly. Going in for auto attacks. It's playing very aggressive. We have the slow from the Scotty. We have a lot of stats. Not worried about dying at all. We even have the Witch Doctor heal. Oh, I want to blink on this for sure. Okay, nice. It's an Ultra. Maybe we can get the Rampage. That would definitely be ideal. There we go. Nice. And Witch Doctor goes for the pause. And we're just continuing to push. they're all dead, so we can most likely just end here. We should be able to. Just take the Srax, kill the shrines if necessary. But gonna be blinking into the mid. It's going for 2 lanes of mega creeps. Yep, I'm just gonna get all the racks down, secure the game pretty much. Alright, just blink on Dazzle. There's nothing he can do, he has to back off. Look at Sniper, he does no damage. He really does no damage to us. Even without any form of regen. Buyback on the Lesh. And we're just auto-attacking the tower. Picked up a Basher now, so we have even more just ability to stick on people. Doesn't really matter at this point in the game because it is pretty much just over. Yeah, just gonna charge these guys down, and there's really not too much that they can do. We're just in their base. I want to help him, but I am actually pretty low. Pretty damn low right now. But he is buying time, he's buying space. So maybe I can just auto-attack the shrine. Gonna back off. Clockwork. Surprise clockwork. He has blade mail. Doesn't matter though. Just wait it out, pop my Manta. I almost have my Abyssal Blade. Almost 6 slotted. Bounty run. Yep, gonna have the full Abyssal Blade coming on the Courier. Finishing the Vanguard with the Stout Shield. Just waiting for Shadow Fiend to get closer. No reason to be popping Shrine yet. Good. Good to go. Invis Rune. It's pretty good. With this Invis Rune, I pretty much should be able to kill anyone on the enemy team. Unless Dazzle's nearby, and he reacts pretty much immediately. Making out Dazzle. Just Abyssal Blade him. Kill him. Very simple. No grave to save him. Sniper dies. And that's the game. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video.